Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert Davis, and the topic for the day is the money talk. The money talk, basic statement, because we're talking about money here. Now, the money that we're talking about is the future revenue that I will gain. Talking about the what happened to the boy series that I done came up with. A lot of people hate the fact that I came up with it. They wish they would have came up with it. I tried to give it to a bunch of people, but they ran from the topic. Why? I don't know. I guess they don't have no heart to deal with it. But let's get over here and talk about it. I have a something to display, and it's called "What Happened to That Boy." It's all for them. A film by Israel Doctrine, aka Carl Albert Davis. And as you see on the cover, we have Khalil Amani, who's an FBI informant. And he's been in the hip hop industry and dealt with a bunch of big name hip hoppers, to mention K Slade, Whack 100, and both of them squads, their units, their outfits from the East Coast to the West Coast. That's K Slade, Whack 100, and he done got them both into LGBTQIA plus movements and stuff. So if y'all don't know, you West Coasters, how y'all doing? Whack 100 is down with the gay stuff. But I know some of y'all know because he's probably been in a couple of y'all anus. You won't tell us about it, but if he's down with it, somebody in the blood's getting plump, plump. They're getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it a little GP, but children shouldn't be watching the show anyway. So let's get into this a little bit. This was a little something I made. It says, Chapter 1. When the shocking details surfaced in 2018 that New York City DJ K Slade, founder of Street Sweepers Entertainment and Straight Stud Magazine, told a Colorado based author and hip hop journalist, Khalil Amani, to publish an article that the godfather of hip hop, African Bambaataa of the Zulu Nation, had date raped an underage boy. Now, notice the terminology, date raped the underage boy. So, was he out on a date with that underage boy, or was that underage boy being prostituted to him? But let's keep going. The underage boy and got stabbed by the young man along with his manager, Ahmed Henderson, in Bronx, New York apartment. But that's a new Rochelle apartment. Bad conversation on my part. I should have made sure that it was a new Rochelle apartment on April the 1st, 2013. Hip hop culture was forever altered when this happened. I wasn't there, but I spoke to Khalil Amani, who told me the story. And I listened to him when he spoke. Unlike most people, they heard his son Camel speak, but they never heard what his son Camel was saying. I heard him speak and what he was saying, and I checked him on his speech and what he was saying. Nobody else in the hip hop or YouTube streets had the balls like Israel Doctrine, or has balls like Israel Doctrine to deal with matters as this. My family been dragged into it, all kind of stuff. But my family need to be aware that Carl Albert Davis is a warrior. He gonna be fighting. Now I'm in Arkansas pretty much by myself, and the family shouldn't be put into it, but I didn't did a lot of stuff to a lot of people's family, and they want they get back. So protect yourself at all times. So where we at? Okay. How did K Slade find out about the incident? Because it was stated that K Slade knew it as soon as it happened. So the question is, did DJ K Slade prostitute that boy to Bambaataa, and the boy got date raped because it was a date that he prostituted him out to, got stabbed, and then he went and told Khalil the money to control the narrative that was coming out. So let's keep going. So did you know the writer Khalil Money has a history for being a national known FBI informant who once told or who once took down the religious cult leader Yahweh ben Yahweh? That's who Khalil Money is. Did a member of the Zulu Nation know that K. Slade and former member of the Zulu Nation informed Khalil Money? So if I say DJ K. Slade is a government informant, but nobody say SHIT against it, because he informed Khalil Money 7 years prior to the rape of that young Hispanic boy, a young Puerto Rican boy, that Bambaataa was sleeping with young boys. Was the young boys giving themselves to Bambaataa, or was they being prostituted to Bambaataa then? See, people don't talk about the prostitution of them young men to Bambaataa, which a lot of people in the hip hop industry was in the crowd when he was doing these things. So did members of the Zulu Nation know that K. Slade, a former member of the Zulu Nation, informed the Money to publish the article? This look into the background of the first alleged victim of pederasty by the godfather of hip hop. The documentary titled What Happened to That Boy, subtitled Take It to the Feds. It's a multi-layered series involving the facts gathered and presented by Israel Doctrine Entertainment LLC. CEO and narrator Carl Albert Davis will walk you through his journey and his experience as asking for the whereabouts of the boy who stabbed Africa Bambaataa. Now, y'all welcome for that, because I don't claim to be the best reader in the world. I don't work on my phonics, never worked on my phonics. So if I get frustrated with it, I'm not going to mess with it. But that's it, people. I done worked on my engine, my YouTube engine, meaning that I should get more views and more things now. Thumbnails up, titles up, the engine working right. First day that the engine is working right, we got to watch for future views and stuff. So be a friend and share the video with any hip hop person you know. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment, and let's see, with the engine working right, if this gonna be 1,000 views or whatever. Only 2 people here watching currently, but with the engine working right, this should be 1,000 view video if y'all let people know. So once again, like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. We will be back on it 5 or 7 tonight, dealing with who got 501k paperwork, Prize and other people in the industry with that 5K1. With that said, I'm out. Peace. See y'all tonight.